And I talked to some of them already that they are saying, Mano, let's go. We like that. We like that you are here. And that is what made me believe that we have a big chance to win that tournament.
สวัสดีครับช้างศึก Exclusive Talk วันนี้นะครับจะพาไปพบกับมาโน่โพกิ้งนะครับหัวหน้าผู้สอนคนใหม่ของทีมฟุตบอลทีมชาติไทยนะครับกับภารกิจสำคัญในการล่าแชมป์อาเซียนในรายการ AFF Suzuki ครับที่กำลังจะมาถึงนี้ครับโค้ชครับก่อนอื่นต้องขอแสดงความยินดีกับการได้รับตำแหน่งหัวหน้าผู้ฝึกสอนทีมชาติไทยด้วยครับรู้สึกอย่างไรครับที่ได้รับตำแหน่งนี้โค้ชใช้เวลานานไหมกับการตัดสินใจเพราะว่าเป็นการคุมทีมชาติชุดใหญ่ครั้งแรกด้วยและอะไรคือปัจจัยสำคัญที่ทำให้โค้ชเลือกรับตำแหน่งนี้ครับ
Look, I got when I got the call from the federation or from Madame Peng, I was of course feeling very happy. I mean that is fantastic opportunity for me. I've been very long in Thailand. I feel home in Thailand since I'm here 8 years ago, and a job like that is the biggest job that a coach can wish. I mean, I know the players very well. Some of them I already coach, some of them I play against. So that is for me is a call that you don't even need to think about. When you get this kind of opportunity, you are just happy. And of course, I said straight away. Of course, I am in. I am happy. I am confident. I am excited because I know a little bit from the time with Vinny Schaefer already how it is to be with Thailand or to play. Okay, of course we have the fans 8 years ago. Now we probably don't have the fans, but I know how much special it is to be the coach from the national team, and especially to be the Thailand coach, because again, as I said, Thailand is part of my life and is a country that welcomed me very nice, and I'm really excited and happy to take that challenge.
ขอถามย้อนกลับไปครับตอนเคยเป็นผู้ช่วยโค้ชทีมชาติไทยในยุคของวินฟรีด เชฟเฟอร์โค้ชเคยคิดไหมครับว่าวันหนึ่งจะมาคุมทีมฟุตบอลทีมชาติไทยชุดใหญ่
At that time, of course, I never thought that this would happen that fast, let me say, or so soon. I was still learning a lot under Vinny. He was like the guy that really helped me and teach me a lot. I was just enjoying that job or that position. He let me do a lot of things in the job. I mean, we are already together years before Thailand, but important was to feel that atmosphere, to know what is the difference about the job in a national team comparing to the club daily work. And before, I only worked in the club with him. And the national team was like a different experience that was really, again, as I said, was really beautiful to see when we came to Rajamangala, when you see the fans coming, because it's totally different than the club. And but yeah, clear at that time, I never thought that one day I would be the head coach of the national team. And yeah, I'm happy to be here now.
มุมมองของโค้ชก่อนที่จะเข้ามาคุมทีมฟุตบอลทีมชาติไทยครับปัจจุบันฟอร์มการเล่นและผลงานของทีมชาติไทยต้องยอมรับว่าไม่ค่อยสู้ดีนักปัญหาสำคัญคืออะไรครับ
Look, I'm pretty confident that the style of football that I play or the style of football that I like can be a good fit for the national team. I really believe that. I know the players very well. I also believe that they have many good things under Hajevak, under Nishino. They have some progress. I saw all the games possibly, and I just now I am in charge, and I have to believe. I have to believe first. I have to believe on myself, and I have to believe that the way I'm thinking now that we could play, that this can help us to achieve the results.
หลายๆคนครับโดยเฉพาะแฟนฟุตบอลจะตั้งข้อสงสัยเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของความสำเร็จในการคุมทีมระดับสโมสรที่ไทยของโค้ชนะครับมาโน่ครับคุณจะรับมือกับประเด็นนี้ยังไง
Look, I respect every single opinion. That is totally normal in football, especially when it comes to an appointment like that. You will always have different opinions. And what can I say? I will respect the people that are thinking maybe that is not a good appointment, and I will feel the support from the others that think is a good appointment. But now I am here, and again I am excited and I'm confident to be here. And now I will do everything what I can to give that people that trust me that job, to give that trust back. And I will work very hard, the way I always work in my career, not to prove, there is nothing to prove for people that don't like the appointment, but it's just to do my best to show that we can do it that together, that I can do that job, because I feel like I can do that job.
อย่างที่ทุกคนทราบกันว่าคุณคือโค้ชที่ชื่นชอบในการเล่นเกมรุกในปี 2017 คุณพาทรูแบงคอกยูไนเต็ดยิงประตูไปถึง 97 ประตูปรัชญาและการทำทีมในการเล่นเกมรุกจะถูกนำมาใช้กับทีมชาติไทยด้วยใช่ไหมครับ
Yeah, as I said before, I believe that this can help, but I am the first one when things in my career are not going the way I want. I am the first one to ask myself where are the problems, what I can do better. Is that attacking football too much attacking football? Is that I'm working on that. I'm still a very young coach. I know where the mistakes are, but sometimes it's too late for that. But the last years I'm already trying to have a better balance, let me say, to also defend well. But okay, every coach is different and every coach believes on something. And I believe that style of football, I mean, of course I like to entertain the people, and I believe that is the best way to win games. I don't do that because I think that is more beautiful. I do that because I really believe that building up from the back, trying to attract your opponent, staying really high on the pitch is the best strategy to win games. Of course, there is different games, there is different plans when you have such a different opponent. This is why football is so beautiful. You have many games to play where you will change a little bit your idea, or you will have a different game plan, but you need to protect one style. It's always, I mean, not protect, it's always dangerous to say, I can only play that way. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that I believe on one kind of football that could bring us to that success. Because I know, again, I know the league very well, I know the players, and we saw now in the past with the former coaches, they have a little bit different strategy that at the end, let me say, the results were also not there. As I said, I saw some progress. There is some things that I want to do the same, like to see how they are defending, to talk with the players how it was. But again, I will still believe on my ideas. And I am really confident that with that kind of football that I was playing already in the club, having now different players or players that I can choose, because that is the biggest advantage coaching a national team, because now it's up to me who are the players that can fit in that football idea. But I don't want to say now, oh look, I don't win titles. Let's see, man, we have the Suzuki Cup in front of us. Maybe that is the title that the people are looking for and that I am looking for since I start working. And that is what I want to believe. I don't think about what happened in the past. I'm happy with the way I worked in the past, and I hope I learn the things that I need now to get that trophy. And that would be even more special now to have that title with Thailand.
แฟนฟุตบอลไทยก็มักจะตั้งข้อสงสัยอีกว่าการเล่นเกมรับคือจุดอ่อนในการทำทีมของโค้ชมีความคิดเห็นอย่างไรกับประโยคแบบนี้ครับ
Yeah, as I said, I know that this is how the people see that, and that is what I'm working on. I mean, I am working already in the last clubs that I work, or I am a guy that I always said that, believe me guys, I love that job. I love that game. I always try to learn, and I'm really focusing the last years trying to defend better. We are already defending better the last season from BU, for example. Yeah? I always trying to find solution, of course, with my staff. Yeah? Now I'm getting also Jaded, I'm getting Coach Nang. We will do that together. Yeah? And maybe they also will give me also some help on that, yeah? To have different ideas and maybe a different training session. We are here now full in. We really want to make it. We want to make it happen. And I am, again, the first one when see that, okay, maybe that is where I have to improve, or this I have to focus more now on defending. But again, I always say that football is beautiful. It's a beautiful place. It's not about you now have to stand a little bit more. You have to say if your right back is going, the left back cannot go. It's not about that. It's just about where you are in the pitch. How are the spaces and the problems or the goals that we concede most. Most of them were coming not because I'm not defending well as a block or as a team. They were coming because I am attacking a lot, and when I'm losing the ball, that transition was not being good. And I know that, and I'm trying to work on that the last 2 years of my career to do that better. But that time where I have Marios and Jojos and Macenas and Bole with Cam, we play beautiful football, and we always knew if you consider a goal, we're going to score 2 because we are confident, we are in a good mood. Né? So let's do it. Let's try to be dominant. Let's try to attack them. Let's try to hurt them. Let's try to score goals. That's what we want. And we will work also on the defensive job. Of course we will do it.
ครับทีมงานก็เป็นส่วนสำคัญมากๆในการได้มาซึ่งความสำเร็จนะครับความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างคุณกับโค้ชจะเด็ดรวมถึงโค้ชหนึ่งรุไทยเป็นยังไงบ้างครับแล้วก็บทบาทหน้าที่ของแต่ละคนจะเป็นยังไง
That's what I mean, just said before, that's crucial to make things work, is how we going to work together as a team, not only the players, but my whole staff that is behind. Even you guys helping me with all the logistics, with all the organization, everything must go on the same way now and in a perfect, let me say, a perfect unit as coaches and as players. And with Coach Jaded and Coach Nang, I have 2 that I know very well. We did together the pro license. We are together for a year in different models. We come to the hotel. Jaded is a guy that I always loved before. We always make joke with us. Jaded, you imagine me in the course, in the pro license, we sit always 2 tables, 2 guys in the table. And Jaded was my partner from the beginning. You know, we always make the jokes. We always learn together. Now, with of course the other coach. Nang was also, Coach Nang was very good also on that explanations on the computer also, on the way she works, and she has also that winning gene that we call, because she arrived in the World Cup. It's about us. I'm gonna need you, and we're gonna take decisions together, and we're gonna work on the pitch together also. We can make different tasks. We can work one on the set pieces, one on the defense, one on the attack. I want to do that really together because I know that they are good coaches. At the end, okay, if there is a decision to take at the end, okay, that's then part of this business. Then I have to take it. Because at the end, again, the idiot one it's me also, in case that things not go well, so it's fine. So at the final one, I have to take it. But until there is a long way to go. And that way, we're gonna go together, and I'm really happy when I hear that these are my 2 assistants, because they will be like not my assistants. We're gonna do it together.
นักฟุตบอลทีมชาติไทยในทีมของ Mano Poking จะต้องมีคาแรคเตอร์อย่างไรครับ
Okay, I think when you play for your country, you already have a different sense, because in the club you have different nationalities. You have the foreign players, you have the coaches, you have your fan club. But when you play for your country, I think the first thing that always comes to my mind is that it's a lot about emotions, a lot about playing with your heart, playing for your people, being proud to be in the national team, because it's a different feeling. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for guys that are proud to represent the country. And of course they are all proud. I already said, as assistant coach, I already saw that how important it is for them also to be part of the national team.
ความสัมพันธ์กับนักฟุตบอลไทยคนอื่นๆนอกเหนือจากทีมที่คุณเคยคุมอยู่เป็นยังไงบ้างครับ
Sure, guys. As I said, when I got the invitation and even when I saw the opinions about this and that, what I can tell you again is that I am not a foreign coach coming to the country now. I am here all my career. I start my career as a head coach in Thailand. I feel in Thailand like in my home, like in Brazil. I know that players, of course, a very good relation with the Bangkok United players, are players that I worked almost 6 years together, but we play many times against all these other players. Sometimes we recruit some players, sometimes we lost some players to other clubs, but I always had a good relation. This is what the people say. It's not about being a nice guy or being friendly to them. I'm just saying I have a good football relation. I always have some small talks with them, even with the opponent, or nowadays, of course, social media. We follow each other. I know what they are doing. I like to see what they are doing, how they feel, how they are, and I think that is what people say that why I succeed again. I know about the title, this and that, but why I succeed in the country, or how I was allowed, let me put it like that, why I was allowed to coach so many years in a good league in Thailand that many coaches around the world like to work, why I could do that. I think one of the reasons is because I get along with that culture and with that players. And I believe that, again, I talked to some of them already, and I can see that they are happy also with that appointment, that they are saying, Mano, let's go. We like that you are here. And that is what makes me believe that we have a big chance to win that tournament.
ในรีโวไทยลีกมากกว่าครึ่งหนึ่งของลีกนะครับมักจะใช้ผู้เล่นต่างชาติในตำแหน่งเซนเตอร์แบ็กในตำแหน่งกองหน้าซึ่งถือว่าเป็น2ตำแหน่งสำคัญที่ทีมฟุตบอลทีมชาติไทยขาดอยู่ตรงนี้ถือเป็นเรื่องยากไหมครับกับการเลือกนักฟุตบอลเข้าสู่ทีมในอาเซียนคัพครั้งนี้
Look, I think that's an issue for sure, but that's not an issue that we faced. I mean, all the countries face it the same, especially in that region. Vietnam is the same. I was there now, and they also even talk about how could we do something to avoid that kind of issue, or avoid that kind of problem, to say that must reduce the number of players, or they even talk about it must be one defender, one striker, one midfield to make a balance, that if I have many strikers that are foreign, then the local striker will have a difficult time to play. The same with the defenders, and of course is about the business, the football business. If you are allowed to buy someone or to pay someone a little bit more money to come here to help you, where they will help you? At the back, and someone to score goals. But still, I believe that talking about positions now, if you go a little bit deeper, that of course the center back position is still the position that is being more difficult, because now we have with Tirasil, for example, one of the biggest strikers that I saw and the best quality that I saw here in my time, and he's back in the league. And you see now he's back also and he's playing. Players like that level, and this is what we are talking about, they will always find their place. They will always get their minutes because they are good. So it's an issue, of course, but I think it's still an issue that we can find, as I said, we can find 30 players that are capable to do the job.
โค้ชพูดถึงการมองหาผู้เล่นพอดีนะครับเราจะมีโอกาสที่จะได้เห็นนักเตะจากชุด U23 ชุดล่าสุดหรือว่าดาวรุ่งคนอื่นๆเข้ามาสู่ทีมในชุดนี้มากน้อยแค่ไหนอาจจะรวมถึงนักเตะที่ค้าแข่งอยู่ในลีกต่างชาติด้วยครับ
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That is a process now. That is probably the most difficult part of the job now, is to select the players, because we have everyone is selectable first of all, and then we first start with a list of 70 players where we have many players that are also playing abroad, that we have many players that are still young, we have many players from that under 23 that got qualified now in Mongolia, but now it's about, okay, we have to come to the final 30. How many from them I can use there? or how is the idea, what are we thinking, what kind of system we are thinking that we can play, how can we balance that, are the players that are playing outside of Thailand, when are they coming, when they are arriving. It's a little bit of logistic balance, but again, I always support young players. Also in the past, you can see that also in my clubs. It's not about age, it's about quality. And if you are 18, 19, 20, you have the quality, you will be in. Surprised also in the under 23 now with players like Jonathan, for example, that did a very good job and give a very good impression. And this is what we have to look for now. But for the finalist is a process. It's a process again to sit together with the coaches, with the board to say, look.
คำถามสำคัญเลยครับการเตรียมตัวสู่ทัวร์นาเมนต์อาเซียนคัพจากสถานการณ์ในตอนนี้เวลาในการเตรียมทีมฝึกซ้อมต้องยอมรับว่าอาจจะมีไม่มากนักในทัวร์นาเมนต์ U23 ก่อนหน้านี้เชื่อว่าโค้ชก็น่าจะได้เห็นแล้วว่าสถานการณ์ของทีมชาติชุดใหญ่อาจจะต้องเป็นแบบนั้นจะรับมือกับเรื่องนี้อย่างไรครับ
Is a very sensitive issue, of course, because I wish I could have time to train. Like the former coaches, they all got some time. They got some weeks to train, and at the moment now, it's not being possible. In the other hand, I understand the clubs. I mean, they also have their own interests. They have their own teams, their own players, and we know about the Champions League qualification, and these spots are very important for the clubs. Again, I was working in a club. I know how important it is. So, how I said to my coaches or to my board now, when we got the information that there is no time for training, I said, look, there is no time. There is no time, man. What? Should we cry around? No, it's fine. We're gonna make it the way we can. We will get together when we can get together. If you have one training session or if you have 7 training sessions, we will be positive. We will get the best players together. That is very important. And then when we are together, we start to work together. If this is 2 days before the first match, okay, let's grow together in the tournament. Let's take the first 2 games as a part of the preparation. This is what we can do. We don't want to cry around or find excuses. No, there is no excuse. We have a good team. We have good players. And if you have to grow together in the tournament, we're going to grow together in the tournament. There we have some training sessions. We have a lot of video sessions to adjust things that are not going well. I just hope that we can get all the players that we need. So we need to be very careful. And I'm very self-confident for that I know about how to do that, to not take a risk. But I'm just saying from training time, if I say already after the last game, they need to rest, but then I need to go to Singapore and stay in a bubble for 2 days. And then it's 3rd of November. And my first game is 5th of November. That is, of course, not a lot of time, let me say. But no complaints, no excuse. I understand the clubs. That is the situation now. Let's get the players together and let's work together.
พูดถึงทีมในอาเซียนตอนนี้หน่อยครับศักยภาพโดยรวมของแต่ละทีมในอาเซียนตอนนี้เป็นยังไงครับแล้วก็ในสายตาของโค้ชทีมไหนน่ากลัวที่สุดในตอนนี้
Yeah, we are now collecting, of course, more and more information. We are scouting so good as we can. Where are the teams training? What they are doing? Who they are recruiting? Who will be the players? All this kind of information is important for us to judge, but also is important to not underestimate any of the teams. We know how football nowadays is. There is no easy game anymore. If you have a good system, if you have a good coach, if you have fit players, you will always have a difficult game. We saw that also in the under 23 now, and will be the same with the senior team. So, but first is about collecting a lot of information, knowing who they are getting. Example, Scott Cooper is a coach from Philippines. He knows the league also in Thailand. He knows all the Thai players. We have to wait. Which players can he get? Philippines, for example, has a lot of good players, but also many players that are not in the country. Other national teams facing problems with the league at the moment. Players not playing regularly. Other countries getting together but not playing the championship. So many different factors that is now about collecting a lot of information to give you a last judgment, to say, look, that one is really strong because they got that players, for example. Or that one maybe not so strong because they could not train or they are not together a long time. But okay, if you forget now the information that we will collect, we always can say that Vietnam, of course, is a very strong team. I was there, I was working there last season, and I was really impressed with the way they work. They are really good professionals, they are really good fighters, and you see that in the last results of their national team. They are now still playing for the World Cup in Qatar. That's a big achievement in my opinion, and okay, on the paper they are, of course, one of our very strong opponents. But I still also believe that Malaysia will be strong, that Philippines will be strong, that Singapore is playing at home. So we will face a lot of difficult games, and we need to be ready for that. Again, from the beginning, trying to be very dominant, because in that case, we are on the paper favorites. We are not underestimating them, but we are going really confident to say, okay.
สุดท้ายฝากถึงแฟนๆช้างศึกหน่อยครับ
Guys, the message that I can send to the Thai fans is the ones that are already supporting, just keep doing. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to feel that warmth that you are giving to me and to the national team. And the ones that are a little bit in doubt, again, it's not about Mano or a foreign or a local coach now. It's about Thailand, guys. And we are a beautiful country, and I think we really can play good football. And I hope that in the position now of the coach that I can help you to play that beautiful football, to play that attractive football, and I hope that at the end we all celebrate together and that we will get that trophy back home where it belongs. ขอบคุณครับ ASEAN Cup เราเจอกัน
ช่องช้างศึกเปิดระบบ Membership ให้แฟนๆที่คอยเป็นกำลังใจให้กับพวกเราเข้ามาสนับสนุนพวกเราอีกช่องทางนึงแล้วครับ มากไปกว่านั้นคุณจะได้รับอีโมจิหน้าของพวกเราไว้ใช้คอมเมนต์ใต้คลิปหรือในไลฟ์สดอีกด้วย และคุณจะได้เป็นซัพพอร์เตอร์และมีชื่อขึ้นท้ายคลิปพร้อมรับชมคอนเทนต์พิเศษเฉพาะสมาชิกเท่านั้นกดสมัครหรือจอยที่ข้างๆปุ่มติดตามไว้ได้เลยครับ